Hey everyone, before we get started with today's video, if you forgot to use a referral code when you signed up for Uber to get your bonus or guarantee of up to $1,000, then here's how to apply my referral code so you can still get some extra money. Here's the steps. So 1, open the Uber app. Next, click your photo or the 3 lines at the top corner. Click earnings. Click help or question mark. Click account and payment. Then referrals. And this step is really important. Click invited driver, report my missing or incorrect driver referral. And then click send a message. And for the invite code, use G4QA5UE. Friend's name, yours truly, Gregory Wave. GREGORYWAVE, like wave. The phone number is 815-847-0184. And the email is gregwave@yahoo.com. And for the details, you can just say something like, my good friend Gregory referred me to drive for Uber. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Rideshare Hub. My name's Greg. Long time no videos. It's been some insane times right now. But I have gotten a lot of good reports from you guys that driving's starting to pick back up again. Certain markets are like doing really well. Other ones are still a little iffy. I think it just kind of depends on the state you're in, and obviously, you know, what your local government is doing given the current times. So I actually wanted to give you guys an update on me and also tell you why I'm still not actually driving. There's actually a few reasons. The biggest one is I actually fractured my ankle a few weeks ago playing softball. Very frustrating. I joined this men's softball league thinking I could do some networking for my business, and I was like, this is great. I'm young and athletic. I'm gonna tear up these old farts, and I fractured my ankle. So that being said, it's my right ankle, so I'm not able to legally drive. Ironically, when it happened, I thought I just sprained it, and then I went home and I iced it and I elevated it, did all the things that WebMD encourages. And then at like 3 a.m. it was so swollen, I was like, this can't be normal. So I actually drove myself to the ER. Stupidly drove to a VA hospital first, and obviously wasn't going to pay that extra bill. So then I had to drive myself to a different hospital. And then they saw me and they were like, well, yeah, good thing you came in. You have a fractured ankle, buddy. So that's obviously like the main reason I'm not driving. But even if I didn't have the ankle injury, I wouldn't. And here's why. Right before I get into this, though, I do want to let you guys know real quick, this is actually really exciting news. The referral program is back up. For those of you that don't know, they cut it off back in April, which was a huge bummer to so many of you that, you know, stick with us at the Rideshare Hub, because a lot of you guys were like 5 to 10 rides away from getting a really nice payout, and then they cut the program off and didn't let you continue it once they reactivated it, which was pretty recently. So basically, if you don't know, if you're a newer driver, the retroactive referral code from Uber is one of the best things that they offer, honestly. And why it's so good is if you signed up and you didn't use a referral code and you hit the rides that the bonus required in your first month of driving, they'll still give you credit for that and give you a payout. So it's really simple. It's about 8 steps total. It takes under 5 minutes. You fill those out and you could have a few $100+ just in your bank account. And we wanted to start plugging this pretty heavy for you guys again, because obviously these are tough times for most families, and an extra few $100 could be a really good amount of money for a lot of families out there, a lot of people out there that are, you know, working really hard given these current times. So definitely check that out. We've got the steps in the description. I'm not even lying when I say it takes under 5 minutes, and we have had people that have already hit this. So this isn't some gimmick. This is real. Now, I do think in certain markets the bonuses have gone down a lot, but there's still no reason to not try. Even if it was just $50, it would be worth it. And in most cases, it's way more money than that. So check it out and let me know in the comments if it's working for you. So mainly why I would say I wouldn't be driving right now. Well, obviously, I'm not even in Arizona right now where I live. I was visiting family, and the injury actually happened in Florida, ironically enough. So obviously that was the main reason, like I said. But for me, I really hate wearing a mask. Now, I will always do it. I'm not a Karen that's gonna freaking go to a grocery store and then just like whine and complain and try and rip it off. But there's a few reasons I hate wearing a mask. For one, some people have actually DM'd me and asked me if I've ever broken my nose, and I have, like, a few times. I don't think I ever got it fixed properly, so I don't breathe the best out of my nose. And so if I breathe out of my mouth, my glasses fog up like instantly. If you wear glasses, you've probably experienced this too. It is the most annoying thing wearing a mask. So my thing is, like I said, I'm not going to go out and complain about it. I get that we need to do it. I do understand that. But I will not sit in my car all day with that mask on and give rides. Even once my foot's healed, if the mask laws are still required, I'm not going to drive. I'm just not going to deal with that. That to me is so, like, there's nothing more annoying. And I know me, I would constantly be trying to pull it down a little bit and take breaths because I can't drive without my glasses. So it's just not a good situation for me if I'm fogging up my glasses the whole time I'm driving. And I know that probably sounds a little bit petty, but if you don't wear glasses, you don't know what that's like. And I can't wear contacts. I have this like really weird condition with my eyes where so when I tried to get contacts, I ended up in the ER. To put that in perspective. Basically, I have the hypersensitive irises or something, and I could blind myself trying to get contacts. It's kind of like I'm allergic to them in a way, but not really. But I need a longer video to actually go over that, and I don't think y'all want to see a whole video on my strange eye condition. So that for me is the main reason, but the biggest reason in my eyes is I'm not trying to get sick. And I said that months ago when this was all ramping up, that I don't think it's worth it. To me, it's really not worth it, especially because I'm sure driving is picking up, but there's probably not bonuses, there's probably not surging. And I've always said from when I started on this channel, if you're making less than I think less than $17 an hour, I really don't think it's worth it when you're adding up gas costs, depreciation on your car, and everything else. To me, it's not. Maybe for you it is, but to me, it's absolutely not. So if you're making more like even $10 to $12 an hour, I can guarantee you're just wasting your time in the long run. Now, I get it. You do what you got to do. You got to feed your family. You got to pay the bills. But again, the way I look at it is there's so much forgiveness right now for missing payments. I've missed a few payments. I'm not even going to lie to you. I've had to backlog a few things. Now, I also have another business, so I've obviously been working my tail off towards that to, take care of myself. So that's kind of my perspective, is I'd rather hustle at my own stuff, stay a lot safer, not risk getting sick, not have to wear a mask, work from home. That to me makes way more sense than Ubering and Lyfting for potentially crappy pay. But I have had a lot of you that have emailed me and have told me that it's actually decent. So maybe it is. I'll definitely try it out for, maybe I don't go crazy on the app like I used to, but maybe I just do 1 or 2 hours a day and deal with foggy glasses. We'll see. I'm still at least 3 more weeks in this boot on my foot, so I'm not sure how soon I'll actually be getting active on the app, but I'd definitely be interested in trying it out and seeing if you guys are all bluffing me. But yeah, so I think it's not worth getting sick. I know, and depending on your market, obviously, in Portland, I have a buddy that drives there, and he's told me it's pretty crazy driving there for the riots and stuff. That's a really sticky situation, so I'm not going to say, if you should or shouldn't drive in a riot, because obviously a lot of people going would probably want rides. But from a lot of what I've seen from the footage, it's a lot of cars are just getting stuck. So if you're just getting stuck and people are, riding and not letting you drive through the road, you're just going to waste your time. I mean, if you've driven Uber and Lyft long enough, you understand that we get paid by the mile. I mean, we do get paid for the time, but it is like minuscule. I was in Orlando probably 1 or 2 months ago. I can't really remember, maybe 1.5 months ago. And my buddy and I were driving to Clearwater, and we got stuck in traffic from riots for, I mean, it was at least an hour. We just stopped. And then eventually the cops came and they allowed us to drive through. But I mean, if you've got to deal with that constantly, it's just not going to be worth your time. You're not going to be making the money required. I think it's great that people are standing for what they believe in. Like, obviously, eventually something has to be done. But, you know, we're not trying to get political on this channel, for one. And for two, this channel is just basically about telling you how to make money. So what I'm basically saying from all this, to specify, is if you're trying to make money and you're in a market with a lot of riots, it might be tough. I haven't talked to anyone. I don't think Phoenix is too crazy. I'll find that out once I do get back. But like I said, guys, you know, the main thing is just stay safe, and obviously, you know, do the best thing you can do for you and your family, given everything we're going through. But yeah, that's the main reasons why I'm choosing to not drive right now. I think safety first, and if that does put you in a tough financial situation, to me, it's worth it, because we've never seen a time like this, and I'd rather not get sick. I'd rather stay safe, and just, if I get in some debt, whatever, you know, I'll work my tail off later on in the year to then recover from that. That's kind of my outlook. But again, single guy, easy for me to say, and I understand that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We're gonna have a lot more content coming out now that things are picking back up again. So you definitely want to stay tuned and subscribe, and you know, get all the best topics. And we're gonna obviously do more on probably the PUA program and stuff like that, which is easy money. And then I do want to remind you guys, definitely make sure you do the you check out the retroactive referral code. That could be money in your account instantly. So it's worth it. It takes like 5 minutes. All the steps are in the description. Number 7 is the most confusing step. Make sure you do that one the right way. Other than that, very simple and worth your 5 minutes to see if you could get some money. So stay tuned, guys. Stay safe, and I will talk to y'all soon.